this news could be exactly what Mullen needs to finally, find their bottom and make that juicy upward move that every single Mullen investor is hoping for. We're just going to have to wait and see. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we are going to be speaking about Mullen. Now, we haven't covered these guys for a long time on the channel, and unfortunately they have been in a little bit of a downtrend over the last 30 or so days. You can see going from those recent highs of about 44 cents a share, bottoming out about 20, currently sitting at 22.23. Just yesterday they were one of pretty much the only EV stocks to be green at all in the market, up 5% when peers like Tesla were down 2, ChargePoint down 3, Neo nearly down 3 as well. And a lot of it came down to this piece of news right here, which is the main thing we'll be discussing in today's video. Rapid Response Defense Systems selects Mullen Automotive as the exclusive provider for Class 1 EV cargo vans. Now, why is this important? Their purpose is to serve the United States government in accomplishing its interests both locally and abroad. RRDS is a solution-based system integrator known to provide premier custom procurement, logistics, and project management solutions to the Department of Defense, Department of State, intelligence community, various federal agencies, and allied nations across the world. So essentially, this is a government contract that is exclusive to Mullen, which is a very, very, very good thing for any EV company. I mean, whenever you see a government contract for any EV company, big or small, it installs a lot of confidence in investors, and that is exactly what Mullen needs right now to bring that share price back up. Now, a couple of other things happened yesterday as well. We essentially found out that they are not going to be delisted, and a reverse split obviously did not happen and was not announced, so we can expect that for another 6 months or so. We're not gonna have to worry about that, but we'll speak about that a little bit more later. So just before we get into the information, we look into the details of this new exclusive contract, but I ask you to hit that juicy thumbs up button nice and early, especially if you want more Mullen coverage on this channel. Subscribe if you're new around here and enjoy the video, and drop me a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about Mullen. Are you invested in them? Are you thinking about investing in them? Or are you just watching from the sidelines? Also, if you're interested in getting some free money for yourself, if you sign up to Webull using my link in the description or the pinned comment down below, you can get up to 12 free shares that can be worth thousands of dollars. You can take those shares, sell them, put it into Mullen. It really is that easy. So they selected Mullen as the exclusive provider for these Class 1 EV cargo vans. RRDS awarded a $2.7 billion federal fleet vehicles IDIQ contract by the General Service Administration. RRDS views Mullen's commercial Class 1 EV cargo van a strategic fit for federal government business. So that is the main piece of news here, and it is absolutely fantastic for Mullen. They have executed over 2,500 federal government delivery orders since 2014. I mean, that is a lot of deliveries. The company currently holds a prime seat on 12 indefinite delivery and indefinite quantity federal contracts with combined funding ceilings of $4 billion. So a very strong partner to have for a company like Mullen, especially one who wants more contracts like these, who wants more, revenue down the line, more guaranteed government related revenues, the kind of revenue that can guarantee this company exists in another 12 months and doesn't, have to head towards bankruptcy. I mean, this couldn't happen at a better time for Mullen. And the reason they went ahead and chose Mullen as opposed to competitors is this: with the federal government's strong interest in electrifying a growing portion of its vehicle fleet, Mullen's commercial portfolio is very well positioned. Their Class 1 EV cargo van launches this year and will be the only Class 1 EV van in the market. It is 100% electrified, making it a strong fit for federal government business. I mean, we all know at this stage the US government wants to go full EV. We've covered that numerous times on this channel. There's been some heartbreak involved in this journey, but maybe it will work out well for Mullen. Now, what's pretty awesome about this is that the latest development indicates that CEO David Michery is executing plans and building momentum for the business. And this opportunity came to light due to Ron Dixon, who is the new hire and head of government sales. So clearly a great executive to bring on. Mr. Dixon was head of government sales at GM, one of the biggest, motor vehicle companies in the world. So he comes to the table with experience and contacts within the industry. So right away, Dixon has done a great thing for Mullen right here, right now. If he's able to get a contract like this, if he's able to get some more contracts like this, he's going to pay for himself 10 times over. So when it comes to the executive suite, I know there's been some very mixed opinions in regards to the CEO of this company, but maybe this will help install some more confidence from investors into, you know, the CEO, well, the executive suite in general. And then one other thing that we touched on at the start of this video is this, that MULN investors will know that March 6th is the deadline for shares to surpass the $1 mark or else to be delisted from the Nasdaq. This has always been a little bit of a fear, but not really, because we always expected either a reverse split to happen or the 180-day extension at the very least. So this threshold did not happen. Obviously, neither of those things happened, but they are still trading on the Nasdaq. So what we can assume is that 180-day extension has been granted, and we will more likely hear about it today. And we just won't really have to think about it too much till, you know, the last quarter of this year. And again, best case scenario for MULN investors, they'll just be back up above that $1 threshold, or else we will have to start speculating about, you know, the next reverse split if it is going to have to happen. But we also see that BlackRock increased their MULN stake. Look, it's not very important. I think they're now the 4th biggest MULN holder, but it accounts for less than 0.01% of BlackRock's portfolio as a whole. It's like their 3,000 and something the biggest position. But one thing I did find a little bit more interesting than that was this. Shareholders of MULN should also be pleased to hear that the institutional put to call ratio sits at a low 0.46, which actually increased from 0.44. That's equivalent to 4.58 million puts and 10.04 million calls, implying a bullish option stance. So that is, you know, a relatively positive thing for MULN, especially when, you know, we always have to speak about the potential of the short squeeze with MULN. How many people are shorting it at the time. To see that institutional put call ratio sitting low is a very good sign, honestly, for, you know, the average MULN investor. And one other thing is this Work Truck Week 2023 actually starts today, and Bollinger Motors are of course going to be there. Now, this is an event that has sold out if we look at Work Truck Week's thing here on Twitter, which is, you know, happy days. But essentially what this is a thing that's been going on for more than 20 years. The people who design, build, use and maintain the work trucks and equipment the world relies on have gathered every March to see the industry's latest products and technology, learn from one another and discuss how to improve the future. What started as a trade show has evolved to meet the changing needs of the industry. The event has expanded beyond the walls of Indiana Convention Center to encompass hotels, restaurants, sports arenas, concert venues and the streets that connect them. So from Monday to Friday, its energy, scale and intensity encompasses the city, making Work Truck Week a one-of-a-kind industry experience. We may well get some news out of this, who knows? Now, even if we don't get news in regards to Bollinger Motors, if you are invested in the EV industry as a whole, or you're involved in it, or even just interested in it, we may well get some decent news out of this. Who knows? It's very tough to say. It could end up being much of a nothingness, but I did want to just let you guys know in case you weren't aware, because again, it could have somewhat of an effect. So that is the primary news as of right now. Now again, we look at the stocks chart, and I mean, just from a technical point of view, it looks relatively bearish, despite, you know, being up 5% yesterday. We went on a very nice run back here, the end of 22. We went down, we made a lower high, and we have been downtrending since then. Some people could also argue, you know, an M forming here, and this being a bearish signal to trade down a little bit lower. I wouldn't really like to see them go much lower. I don't think they have to go much lower, especially not after the good news that we did just get yesterday in regards to this ORDS contract. I would be very surprised if after a piece of news like that we were to see a considerable downward day, but it's MULN and it's very difficult to understand, very difficult to decipher what's going to happen next. I honestly would have expected a bigger upward move based off of this piece of news, and I'm surprised to see that pre-market, now I'm recording this video early, about 5 hours before market opens, that they're actually trading a little bit in the red. I would be quite surprised if today did not end up being a green day for MULN, but stranger things have happened. You have to remember, you know, this is a small, very volatile company, and it's going to remain that way for a considerable period of time. But my main hope would just be to create a little bit more of an upward trend. Don't let it break above this kind of 20-cent psychological range. You can see it's hovering around 21 cents a few times here over the last couple of trading days. We really would like to maintain some strength here in order to be able to move upwards. But anyway, my friends, that is my thoughts on MULN as of right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you watched all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. I really appreciate you being here. From the bottom of my heart, the support honestly does mean the world to me. I'm loving being back to uploading properly. I'm going to be back set up in a real office soon. Right now, I'm still working off of my partner's like makeup desk that I got her, because I haven't been able to set up my desk yet, but I have it ready to go now. I just need to find the time. If you enjoyed, please do hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and again, drop me a comment. All of that helps me out so much. I really would appreciate it. And if you do want those free shares from Webull, again, that link is in the pinned comment or the description, guys. And I mean, it's literally just free money waiting for you. So why not take advantage? Anyway, guys, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.